Hello, everybody, and welcome to today's episode of the Unicorn Podcast. And we are talking about the science behind energy healing, the concepts that are found in modalities like Reiki, Pranic Healing, Qigong, Chakra Healing, and many other holistic practices. And we have with us my co host, Annggha Chuube, right here with us.
Yes. And Aashwini, different traditions may use different terminology for all these healing modalities, but many of them work with the same core idea. The human body is not just physical, it has also an energetic dimension. Dimensions, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. And Annagha, before we begin, I want to address a very common and an important question which many people have. They ask us, is energy healing just a placebo, something mystical? So, before we begin, I'm going to talk about this. It's important to understand that the practices such as Reiki, Pranic Healing, Qigong, Chakra Healing are based on the idea that the human body functions as an interconnected mind body energetic system. While science is studying it, and there is research going on all over the world to know more in depth of how the energy healing works. There is research going on in these areas like biofield science, stress physiology, meditation, nervous system regulation, mind body medicine, which shows our emotional state, attention, intention, and energetic balance can influence how we feel physically and mentally. And there are so many researches going across the world, but all having said that, because people are getting results with this system, we are going to talk more about it in today's episode. So, for all our viewers who are watching it, rather than dismissing it as woo woo or placebo, many practitioners view energy healing as a complementary wellness approach which works alongside conventional care to support relaxation, emotional balance, and body's naturally healing process.
Yes.
Having said that, yes, having said that, let's go to something very important, which is what is life force energy? So, life force energy, the most common questions which people ask across energy healing systems is what is life force energy? It's called prana in Sanskrit, chi or ki in the Eastern traditions, and understood in various ways in other cultures.
Yes, and we absorb this energy from all around us, from the air we breathe,
Yes,
from the sunlight, from earth, food, water, and even just in our environment. So, just as electricity powers any device, life force energy is believed to support the body's vitality and functioning.
yeah,
It powers us.
yes.
Yeah.
And that brings me to our next topic, which we want to discuss, which is the energy body and aura. Right. So, Anagha, we are aware that energy healing systems teach when we, as Reiki teachers or as energy healing practitioners, when we teach, we always begin with teaching about the energy body, which is often described as a field that surrounds and interpenetrates the
Yes.
physical body.
Yes, and this exactly this field is what we call as aura.
Hmm.
Everyone does
Yes.
aura. What is aura? Some people can read auras. They see colors.
Yes.
So this aura is there is inner aura which is really close to
Yeah.
the body and which is surrounding us. So it can be said as a first layer, and then there is an
Yes.
outer aura which extends further out. The next.
Father of. Absolutely. And the core of our teachings and the core of our practice is where most of us practitioners we understand and we observe that energetic imbalances can appear in this field in the aura before they are fully expressed in the physical body. And that is what forms the basis of the energy work which we do. Because when there are energetic imbalances which appear in the aura, if not treated in time, they
Then
get into the
yes.
physical body, and
Then
then
they
that is what
manifest,
causes
yeah, as
illness,
diseases and sickness
disease.
because by that time they're
Absolutely,
already in the physical body, and then they start showing the symptoms,
absolutely,
the
absolutely,
pain and the hurt and the irritation, like stomach upset, headache. All these things are they actually
absolutely.
manifesting in the physical bodies.
Right, right.
Ashwini, there is another interesting idea that the healthy energy field, it
Yeah.
radiates vitality outwards through
Yes.
what some traditions call as health rays.
Health is
Health rays or
absolutely.
vitality, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And so they say that when the person is rested, emotionally well balanced, and energetic, the health rays, these rays are strong
Hmm.
and organized. However, when the person is stressed, exhausted, or when the person is sick, the health rays may become weaker. And this is what the base of a lot of our work also is, that health rays determine the vitality, right?
Yes. And also across, like generally across many healing modalities, that is what we look at. For healing, we first try and understand and try and see um, how the body, how it is looking, if it's looking for, it's
Yes,
congested or it is depleted, the healthy aura
correct.
or the vitality around the body. So we use these two basic conditions like congestion and depletion.
Depletion.
So
That's
yeah,
correct. That's correct, because congestion means there is excess or stagnant heavy energy in your auric field. Usually like polluted. How you see when your house is polluted, there are excess things which need to be
yeah,
disposed. If you're not thrown away trash for 10 days, your house will start smelling.
yeah,
So
we call it
congestion means
stuck
there is,
energy also, right? Stuck
yes,
energy.
stuck energy, right? So congestion means there is excess, stagnant, stuck, or heavy energy in your aura. And this is usually associated when the patient, the client, when they come to us, when they have pain, inflammation, tension, or even emotional irritation. There is a lot of congestion which is seen in their aura. So this is one of the core things which, when we practice, we check for.
Yeah. So congestion, like to just give a perspective, like how traffic congestion happens, like
Yeah,
that.
true.
Stop. So cars are unable to move and there is too much dense energy. So that's congestion. And
Right, right,
yeah, and depletion, basically depletion means reduced. So insufficient energy. So reduced
correct.
energy. So when depletion may show up as a tiredness, fatigue, or
Yeah,
weakness, a recovery is slow. Usually our body actually recovers by itself. It should recover by itself. But when you're
right.
in this mode, depletion means the recovery is slow.
Yeah,
Um, Generally low motivation, low laziness, fatigue, and
yeah.
also emotional exhaustion. Exhaustion, like crazy exhaustion, that is depletion.
Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely. See, the healing goal here, like what we are trying to explain to all our viewers who are watching us on this episode, is that the healing goal of any energy healer is to clear the congestion
Yes.
and restore the energy flow. And when we say that when we carry out what we call as a healing or a healing treatment,
Mhm.
the healing goal is to clear congestion and restore energy flow, which is healthy energy flow in the body. Take
Yes.
the example of a pipe. If the pipe is congested, water cannot move.
Hmm.
And if the pipe is at some place, if it is pressed, maybe
Yeah.
the energy will not, the water will not move through it.
Boom.
So
Yes.
when you clear the dirt, the stones, pebbles from the pipe, and when wherever the pipe is a little bent, you just restore it. The energy starts moving, starts flowing. Just like that, congestion and depletion are two things which we address when we do any kind of energy healing.
Yes. So, Ashwini, so basically, I just wanted to share like how energy healing actually works. Hmm.
Right.
Any of these practices, like Reiki or Pranic Healing or Qigong and Chakra Healing and all these sessions, which
Yeah.
are usually all the healers follow while healing people. So they include basic three stages: scanning or sensing the energy field. So when the person comes to get healed, the energy healers first check. They scan him, they scan energetically. Scanning means
Yes.
sensing the area, energy field
Right.
surrounding them. Then once they understand what it is, what is where energy is stuck, where it is depleted, then they clear the stagnant energy or heavy energy. So that's the next step. It's clearing and cleaning basically. And the third one is, after cleaning, is energizing. or balancing. Basically, balancing is the right way to say, balancing the affected area, because once it is cleaned, then it is more evident. And
Yeah,
that's how healing is given. So basically, healing means energizing or balancing the affected area. So these are
right. And
basic.
in these three steps, when we take these three steps, like you rightly said, Anaga, we first scan or sense, then we clear the stagnant or heavy energy, and then we energize. The intention is not to force healing, but to support body's natural ability to heal itself. Our body has its innate natural ability to heal itself. But then why doesn't everyone recover? When doctors treat people in the hospital, one patient recovers very quickly, the other one doesn't. And that is where the energy healing comes into picture. Because the intention is not to force healing on someone, but to support the body's natural ability to heal. And that's why people say that when patients who are in hospital, they are given energy healing, their recovery is faster. Always. And this always happens because body's natural energy to heal itself is activated.
True, so true. Because when in case of emergencies, like in
Yeah.
case when the disease is already manifested in the physical body, the
Yeah.
treatment of doctors is needed to give the actual medicines to help with the pain and to help with the symptoms. So that
Correct.
is physical body, but at the same time, healing is required for the energy body so that the disease gets cleared from the root. And with more healing and with usual regular healing, this disease will not manifest again in physical body. That is the idea. So the intention, as you said, is not force healing as such, but
Correct.
it is a natural, gradual process and subtle process. And yes, so for physical well-being, also basically people usually seek energy healing support, like those who
Yeah.
know of this and those who believe in all this and those who want to make sure that the diseases are gone from the root and not recur in future. For physical concerns such as simple things like back pain, some people
Yeah.
have chronic back pain. It just starts and it slowly keeps occurring every other week, every other month. It comes out if you're fatigued and overexert. It comes back, then it
Yeah.
goes again. So these things like these, like back pains, headaches, fatigue, even digestive discomfort, like
Yeah.
some people have digestive issues which are
Issues.
just there
Yes.
for years, yeah. Respiratory issues, or just small, like simple things such as recovery from stress. Everyone
Yeah.
is stressed with this in this fast world, like
Fast world.
anything.
Yeah.
People get stressed, you don't even realize that you are stressed, and it is natural and it is common. Stress is there everywhere. So even to
Yeah.
recover from that stress, energy healing helps so that this stress does not go and manifest in future as some big disease, in life.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And there are different modalities and they may use different techniques. Each modality is beautiful, powerful. But the whole aim of all the modalities, whether it is Reiki, Pranic Healing, or any other modality, they all aim to improve energetic balance and support overall wellness. And because since you mentioned at physical level, many people ask us, is it possible to heal diseases at physical level? Of course, because the aim is to support energetic balance and overall wellness.
Yes. So, yes, energy healing is also widely used for emotional support.
Yeah,
We are talking about all the physical manifestations. Where do they all begin? Where is the root of the physical diseases and sickness, which are we see and which are so common? So, it is based in the emotional well-being, and
yeah,
energy healing is used to give emotional support. So, it goes to the
right.
base at where it
Yes.
starts.
Absolutely. And practitioners often work with the energy centers, which is called as chakra in Sanskrit, which are also associated with emotions, communication, intuition, and even mental clarity.
Hmm. Hmm. And if many people seek sessions for stress,
Yeah,
anxiety, fear, all these emotional things, overwhelm,
yeah,
grief, grief,
yes,
and also relationship challenges like relationship with your spouse or kids. or parents, in-laws, and even with colleagues and bosses.
Absolutely,
These
absolutely.
relationship, yeah, everyone faces these relationship challenges, right? All days are not the same. Each and
Correct.
every person is different person. Like you have your own personality, your own views. So there
Yes,
will be challenges in all relationships, and to
absolutely.
heal these, like to deal with these, and to know how to deal with these, all the energy healing helps in all this. And also, just to put it in simple ways, just to feel balanced and centered, to be,
Yeah.
settled and balanced. Energy healing helps.
Yes, and I'm going to quote an example here. About a month ago, at Unicorn Insight, because we also give energy healings to people, we had a request from one of our client who was traveling for a holiday, and she wanted to make sure that during the time of her holiday, her energy stays stable because she was very stressed at work. And even when she was on a holiday, her boss used to text her, and that was the reason we did healing for her for 10 days, to keep her energy stable, to make sure that everything goes well. And at the end of the 10 days, all she said was, "Thank you so much for the healing, because it really helped me have a good vacation. I was really relaxed. I was not thinking about work. I could just get out of that whole workspace and enjoy time with my family and have a great holiday." So, energy healing, like many people think energy healing is only for aches and pains and not for, but I would say for everything in life, energy healing can be used. And of course, for aches, pains, for diseases, and for even emotional and mental issues, I think it's amazing to
Yeah.
experience. Yeah.
Actually, I just want to add that
Yeah,
also energy healing is not only for those people who have some problem in life. Like there could be many people
absolutely.
who have their perfect life going on. They are very happy with their husband, their kids, their job. They are
Yeah.
living in the perfect house, driving the perfect car. So everything is good.
Yeah.
But even for them to enhance their well-being and enhance
Yeah.
their skills, enhance the quality of their life, even to get better
Yes.
everything, energy healing
Yes.
can be used. Because as we said, it's just clearing and balancing the energies. So the more you clear,
Yes.
the more you balance your chakras and your energy bodies, then it anyway impacts positively on your physical body, and whatever you have, even though it is good and great, it will enhance it to another higher level. So it's not just
Absolutely.
for aches and pains, it's for general mental well-being, peace, balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also get requests from managing directors and CEOs for meetings to go well, for projects to go well. We
Mhm.
have received requests for healing from people whose visas have been stuck, whose passports have been, they wanted to renew their passport. Things wanted to be done quickly. People wanted visas on time. We have received all requests from
Yeah.
different categories of people.
And all this also, it need not be stuck. Like people just come to us saying that I have a visa appointment. I want to make sure everything goes smoothly. Make sure that all the things which are needed are properly arranged for by me,
Yeah.
and I answer the questions correctly. And their energy is good. They are happy, and this is what I have explained to them. So just give
Yeah.
energy to that circumstance or situation to make sure it is
Right.
smooth, and it
Yes.
just works very well. And also the person then does not have any stress about the situation, right? Because in their mind
Correct. Correct.
they are already, healing is on, they have
Yeah.
trusted it to the divine energies, and then
Yes.
divine energies
Yes.
make it all smooth, so there need not be a problem of something stuck to unstuck it. So when we
Yeah.
do these things for everyday small things, then there is a smooth flow of activities, and then
Correct.
other things fall in place better. Like once the visa interview is good and the visa is coming, then that person does not have to worry about that part, and they can get back to
Yes.
their usual work day or usual domestic day, whatever they are planning.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
that thing gets sorted by itself, and then they're ready to go on their work trip, and everything works awesome.
Exactly. So it just makes life very easier. It makes things easier for people. And I always say that, like you rightly said, Annagha, people need not be sick or stuck in life. You can be living your best life, and you want to even make things even better. Like, for example, you're going on a holiday, and if your visa gets done on time, you don't have the stress of all of it, right? So I think energy healing, when we talk about energy healing, and especially the reason we are talking about these situations, is for all our viewers who are watching it and who may feel that energy healing is only for people who are terribly troubled and they're going through some crisis. Of course, if someone is going through really a bad time, we are always there to support them. But that doesn't mean the people who are living their best life cannot use the services of healing. And that's why it's so powerful, and it is, I always say, energy healing is for everyone.
Yes, I just want to, I just thought of some comparison, like some metaphor here, like how we do physical exercise to keep our body
Yes.
healthy, right?
Yes.
The idea is to be healthy right from the beginning, so you don't have to visit hospitals, you don't fall sick, and all your organs are correct, all your muscles are fine, all your
Absolutely.
blood report is perfect, and you eat healthy.
Yeah.
And you exercise to make sure it's a preventive thing to make sure that you're
Correct.
healthy and you don't have to eat medicines and seek doctor's help for some diseases in the future, in, getting older. Same way,
Yeah.
energy healing can just support you right from the beginning so that your emotional well-being stays good and
Yeah.
small problems, health issues will not come up if you do this regularly. So it is exercise for the soul. It is exercise for your energy body, like how
Yes.
gym and Zumba is the exercise for our physical body. Same way,
Physical body.
we can put
Wonderful. Yes. Yes. I'm going to talk of one more thing, Annggha, which many people ask us, like, what is the scientific basis for it? And because me and Annggha, we both come from a very academic background. We both pursued our higher studies, and we worked in the corporate world. And in our family too, everyone is, highly educated, highly qualified. Everyone is either a CA or a doctor or an engineer or MBA. There has always been that. And when we both chose this path as our life's purpose, or I would say this life purpose chose us here. And many times, people in family, many times they ask us, or even friends, that, so what is the basis of this? What is the science behind it, and how does it work? So energy healing is generally considered a complementary approach in the field of healing. And we always say that it is not a replacement for medical treatment. I'm going to repeat this again and again. And every time a patient visits us, we always tell them that this is a complementary service, which means you need the medical treatment of doctors. Please continue doing that. Do not say that, okay, I'm taking healing, so I won't take the treatment. No, we never say that. We always say that take your healing treatment, take your medical treatment, but also take healing treatment, because it will complement it. Just like how the medical treatment is for the physical body, the energy treatment is for the energy body. And both, they are like the yin and yang of recovery. When both of them work together, it creates quick recovery. And yeah, so that is, when people talk about it, I always say that this is very important.
Yes, yes. And the science behind it is basically it's the emotional part of it. Like
Yeah,
all diseases start in the emotion to begin with.
absolutely. Yeah.
Respiratory diseases manifest because there is some grief or
Grief.
stress. Stress leads to a blood pressure or heart diseases. So
Right.
everything is rooted in the emotional well-being, and even a proper medical doctor would tell that don't take stress and your heart will be fine. And once
Yeah.
it becomes a big problem is only when the emotional symptoms are ignored and then it
Yeah.
manifests in the actual physical heart and people get heart attacks or people have some they have to get some work done is because the stress was not handled properly, the grief was not treated at many
Yes.
other stages in their life in the past which they may not even know. But energy healing makes sure that whatever the grief and whatever the emotions are there, anger, grief, resentment, jealousy, all these negative emotions, which are emotions, right? It starts with
Absolutely.
all of this. And when energy healing takes care and removes all the negative emotions and heals and energizes all the good energy in all these energy bodies, chakras, the emotions are always good and happy and settled, And contentment is also important for a person. When you achieve something, then you have to feel content in order to make
Yeah,
sure that you're not over exaggerated. Constant
correct.
excitement, constant stress causes all the physical problems. All doctors also
Very true.
say this. And therefore, research is being conducted in the areas of biofield science, stress reduction. So all these, the research is being conducted, that meditation, mind body medicine, all these activities, they continue to explore how energy, intention, and consciousness influences well-being, and to add several other things to it, like how vibrations, sound vibrations, music, Sanskrit mantras, specific sound bath, that we have
Yes.
bowls which with Buddhist, in Buddhist traditions, they sound at a particular level of decibels, and then how they heal their body. And there are scientific experiments which have proven that, and scientists are actually conducting experiments to heal patients using all these modalities.
Yeah.
So this is how
Yeah.
science
And
is.
absolutely. And there are some beautiful books written on this topic. There is You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay, a woman who cured herself just by changing her thoughts and working on her emotions.
Yes, it is
Then
a
there is this beautiful book, right? And the book also has a complete chapter where she's given affirmations for healing the root cause of every illness.
yes,
Then there are these beautiful books written by Dr. Joe Dispenza, who has done profound work in this field. It's like the whole concept of quantum physics, how it affects the body, how diseases are formed, and how you can reverse them actually by changing your thought process. And he himself has done a lot of research on himself and on patients. Then there are these beautiful books on, that there is this power versus force, which also talks about, um, I think it's Dr. Hawkins, I think. Yeah, and that book also talks about how powerful our thoughts and emotions are. So there is one side where we are looking at, that there are people in the world who are not even aware of this. And then there is profound research happening. The whole purpose of this podcast is to reach out to those people who somewhere feel stuck in life, maybe because of health, maybe because of relationships not being good, maybe because their career or finances are stuck, and they might be feeling helpless and stuck and they don't know what to do. And the whole purpose of talking about energy healing on this platform by both me and Annggha is to reach out to those people and tell them that, there is support available out there. You just have to change. And if you are watching this podcast, it's not a coincidence. You are meant to change something. So, maybe you start reading about it. I mentioned some beautiful books. You can, of course, get in touch with us, but you can start reading these books. You can start consuming content to know that energy healing really works, and it's a very beautiful way to transform your life.
yes. So many clients also report feeling lighter and calmer and relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and even clear, emotionally clear, when people feel stuck and they cannot focus. They have too many things going on in their mind, and they
Yeah.
feel they are lost, but they actually are just lacking clarity. So after a session, they feel emotionally clear and they start getting solutions to their own problems. Because I always say, your mind, you both are reservoirs of magic. Only when you clear your energy, you get to those solutions, and you get more clarity in that. So
And they feel energized, they feel fresh, as you said.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And we have experienced this
We
firsthand
Yes,
as well. Both,
absolutely.
yeah, both you and I. Yeah. So
Yes.
today we explored life force energy, aura,
Yeah.
energy congestion, energy depletion, physical wellness, and emotional well-being.
Yeah. Emotional well-being. True. Yes, and I think the key takeaway from today's discussion is all about restoring balance. See, when energy flows more harmoniously, people often experience greater physical comfort, more emotional stability, and an overall well-being.
Yes. So to all our viewers, if you have been feeling drained or stressed, emotionally overwhelmed, or simply curious about how energy healing can support you on your
Yeah,
journey, we would love to guide you. And
absolutely.
yeah.
Yes, whether it is through Reiki, whether it is through pranic healing, chakra healing, any other energy work, or combination of modalities. Every session which we provide at Unicorn Insight is designed to support your unique needs.
Yes.
Every case is different. Every client, every patient is different. And but the key of our services is we customize it as per what you need. And we always say that, you yourself will experience the shift. You might have seen the testimonials which clients have given us, and people are seeing magic and miracles every single day in their life.
Mhm.
So our sessions are customized for you. If this podcast has shown up on your timeline, and if you feel guided, you can get in touch with us. We have put all our details below, including our email ID and website details. So, yeah,
So, on that note, to everyone, thank you for joining us today, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye
thank you very much.
bye.
Bye.